We work so you can play.
Welcome everybody, here's the Eyebot from Epic Duck Studios, done by Mike from Epic Duck. I'm going to show you how I painted mine up. Here it is in the bare metal, and just on the nice flying stand. It's yeah, nice little model, lots of intricate details here, got some nice panel lines and little jetpacks in the back. You'll see more of those as the pictures progress. So I wanted to use mine, or I'm likely, if I'm to use it for my orcs in 40K. So I wanted to make it look all beat up and sort of fancy that way. So I started with foundation, shard and granite, and so just a nice dark gray, brownish gray. Then I went on with a dwarf bronze and painted basically everything. So wanted to cover it all up, and that's going to be my sort of base color for the whole thing. And going to use like a bronzy color, and then use a bit of like a turquoise in to show a little bit of a tarnish in various areas. And of course I added some silver bits, so these are going to be rusty in the end, but started out with a bolt pen metal. Now doing a bit of a highlight here with polished gold from the Games Workshop range, and just doing a bit of a highlight around these areas, so just sort of inside the panel lines, around the edges here, and whatnot. Here we go with a, this is just a bit of chainmail, Games Workshop again, just around the edges of the silver bits. Just trying to bring those out a little bit more before I do some washes. And I did some purple in here. I ended up changing that later, but yeah, so you can see here there's the darker area in there. That's just a Devlin mud wash, and I did it over everything. Here's the mud wash drying. You can see just how it kind of pools around the edges and gives a bit of a weathered kind of look here. Now I've got some Reaper Rust Brown, sort of stippled around on the silver areas, just to make it look a bit rusty. And you see on the opposite side here, same sort of thing. And again, stippling a rust on these areas. A bit more of a wash here. See, it's still drying. Trying to get in there with everything and make it look nice and weathered up. Going over a bit of the highlights around the edges here after these washes, just bringing out the edge highlights on the gold. Just again around there. More detail. Now I'm doing a chainmail edging on some of these silver bits here. That's again just to bring out the edge so it looks like it's worn off a bit, just around the edges. Working a bit on this center thing here again. Like I said, I changed that. Getting closer. Bringing up a bit of a highlight on the edge here with mithril silver. Doing that around the edges of the gold. Okay, here we go with the tarnishing. So this is a mix of Dark Angel's green and Hawk turquoise, watered right down, so it's almost like a milky consistency, and painting it directly into in and around the cracks, and then it kind of fades on its own. Just watering it down with water, nothing special. Just trying to paint it in the areas that I think it needs. So basically the cracks, almost applying it like a wash directly in the areas that I want it. I found also in the Reaper range that the deep ocean color is sort of the aqua triad. I've used that as well. I like that, and actually I discovered that after I painted this guy. So from now on, that's what I'm going to use. Just saves me having to mix things, because I don't like having to mix paints. But Dark Angel's green, Hawk turquoise is how you get that color. Now I'm just adding some scratches here and there, just trying to make it look a bit more weathered and beaten up. You see around the edges here. Now here's where I've switched colors. So that's a Mecherite red base coat. Now I'm giving it a red wash with a Reaper wash, just watered down. and that's a really deep sort of red, and I've added a bit of object source lighting. So here we go, a bit more highlights on the red areas here. Working it up. And there we go, finished off. So see the little red lights here, and moving around the different areas. See the turquoisey bits, rust, panel lines show up real nice here. And yep, gold areas. And of course the red here, nice and quick. From the top, you can see the scratches that I put on there with mithril silver. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Send some comments below if you have any questions, and you can get your Eyebot miniature limited edition from Epic Duck Studios over at Mini Wargaming Store.